G'day and welcome, my name's Jenny. Now, what are we going to do today? That's right, we are going to organise all of that meat that I bought at the butcher's. So stick around, I'm going to prep, pack, cook and make a whole lot of meals for my family and fill up my freezer. Now, first of all, let me remind you of everything that I bought from the butcher's. Okay, I bought 8.25 kilos of barbecue steak. These are pork loin chops. Now I bought 6 kilos of mince and I bought 6 bags of chicken breast. There's 1 string of beef sausages. I bought 4 bags of lamb chops and this tray of pork mignons. And I also picked up these pork loin chops as well. I'm just going to prep and bag all the meats that I'm not actually going to pre-cook into a meal. So the lamb chops are just going into bags. They're going 6 to a bag. I think there's 1 bag there with 7 in it as well. And so these will just be cooked when that's on the menu for that night. Now the pork loin chops, I'm also just bagging those. Now when you are bagging meat, try and make it when you pop it in the freezer that you freeze it flat and you will get more into your freezer that way. So I like to sort of spread them out in the bags, make sure you label the bags so you know what it is after it's been frozen. And then when you are ready to eat, you can cook it straight from frozen or you can pull it out and defrost it. So the first meal that I am going to make is super easy, it's cheap and it's really tasty. And there's never any leftovers around here at this house because my kids love this meal. So we're going to start with a basic sausage hot pot. So you can cook it up and you can bag it and freeze it and it will thaw and reheat well. You need some beef sausages and we are going to cook those up, let them cool down and then cut them into smaller pieces. Then we're going to start adding all the extra ingredients. Now you can put any veggies into this meal that your family will eat. You just use what you like, but standard veggies for a sausage hot pot would be beans and carrots and onions. So we're going to add all of those to my dish and then we're going to add all the spices along with that. And so when it's time to feed your family, all you've got to do is reheat it and serve, and it will save you so much time, especially during those really busy hours when kids are trying to do homework and you know everybody's tired at the end of the day. Having a pre-cooked meal in the freezer that you can just pull out and serve straight away. I mean, you can have dinner on the table within 15-20 minutes and everyone's going to be satisfied. There's going to be some full tummies and some smiling faces. So let's get into cooking these sausages so we can get this done. So I'm just waiting for the sausages to cook, and then I will set them aside and let them cool and then cut them into smaller pieces. In the meantime, I think I'm just going to put together all of my other ingredients so that they're ready to go. I've got some minced garlic, some stock cubes, I'm going to make that up in a moment, a couple of cans of diced tomatoes, some honey, frozen beans, frozen carrots, and some frozen chopped up onion. Keeping life simple. You can use fresh veggies, you can use frozen veggies, whatever you have on hand, whatever you can afford. They both work fine. Now we'll also add a little bit of salt and pepper. This is one of my favourite products to add into meals. It's Herbamare, so it's a herb sea salt. It's really tasty. You could also add some parsley, some chives, anything. I've got some chives growing in my garden, so I may go out and grab a few of those as well. Now these are definitely starting to cook nicely. So I'll turn all of these over and then we'll put it all together. So I've just got to boil the jug so I can make up these stock cubes. And while I'm waiting for the sausages to cook, I think I'm going to go and wash up these few breakfast dishes. So I'll be back in a moment. I bought all of my meat from the butchers, brought it home, and was going to spend the entire day meal prepping and filling up my freezer. But as life would have it, things got really busy and I had lots of drop-offs and pickups to do for kids, getting everyone to where they needed to be and doing things for other folks. So the meal prepping got put aside, and so I'm back today to finish prepping all of that meat into meals and getting them into the freezer. So let's get some cooking done and get those meals made. When you're cooking your mince, if you get any excess oil or fats from the meat, just make sure that you drain that off before you add all your spices and your vegetables to it. Otherwise, when you put it in the freezer, the oil will set and it will go quite greasy. Just make sure you get most of that out of the meat before you add all the other ingredients. Okay, so we're going to add in French onion soup. We're going to add a spoon of garlic, a few extra onion flakes, some pepper, some salt, and some tomato sauce. Alright. So we're also going to add a cup of water. Now you can add any other spices that you like to this, anything that you're growing in your garden, anything at all that your family likes to eat, you can add to this meal. So now we're going to add a whole stack of frozen mixed vegetables. Are you helping me cook?
Yes.
Yes.
I am.
Taste testing for me?
Yeah.
Everything I put in this pan, these boys are here and having a bit of a test and telling me if I need to add any extra ingredients. It's all good so far?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you need to test it again?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Try that. You tell me if it needs more salt, more pepper, more onion.
Maybe a bit more onion.
A bit more onion?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll add some more onion. So I'm just adding onion flakes to this. You could actually cut up onions and put them in this as well.
Yeah.
Alright, you can help stir that while I get the bags ready, and I'll write on the bags as to what it is.
Alright.
And get it ready to finish up.
Yep.
Stir? Yep. Stir it through. Yep. I think it's really important too to get your kids to help you cook whenever you're in the kitchen. They learn that skill. You're going to need it when you grow up and leave the house, hey? So
Yeah.
you might as well learn now how to cook.
Yep.
And all of our kids can cook a meal from, what, about age of 8, 9, 10 years old. You're on the job roster where we all help out cooking the meals. So
Yep.
they're all fairly competent with their cooking skills. But yeah, and it's also a great opportunity to have a bit of a chat and spend some time together in the kitchen.
Yep.
Alright, I'll go get the bags ready. You can watch that for a little bit.
Alright.
I'm so grateful to have all of those meals prepped and frozen. Some I made from scratch, some with store-bought marinades. Now the plain meat that I prepped and bagged, I will cook that and serve with veggies or salad. And the pre-cooked meals normally will just get heated and served with things like mashed potato, rice, pasta, noodles, or even just some fresh crusty bread. All those meals were made from $400 worth of meat from the butcher. And if you look at how many single serves that equates to, I'll get approximately 285 single serves from all of that meat. And that's only $1.40 per serve. So I'm really happy with that. I'd love to know if you're a meal prepper too. How often do you prep? And what's your favourite meal to cook? Now we'd love it if you would subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. God bless.